Page 22, Christmas Parade. Well, this piece can be a lot of fun or it can be a real nightmare. Well, we'll see how you're doing. It has some challenges in it. So I'll go through the routine that I use to learn a piece of music. I'll look it over. I see it's about 1.5 pages long. Treble and bass clef signs again. The 4/4 time signature. And glancing through it, I see half notes and quarter notes and a whole notes. Guess we can do all those okay. The hands are playing at the same time. It's getting a little bit tricky. So I'm going to take it one hand at a time first to make sure I understand what each hand is doing before I try and put them together. The right hand, it comes in on the 4th measure with a little finger here. And that's the only finger number you need for the right hand. You can cross out these other finger numbers because you're in this position, you're not moving around. You need to read the notes, not the finger numbers. So it's at the beginning, or the 4th measure, it's a whole notes. Just 4 counts, and then the next measure, quarter notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 measures later, it's 3, 4, and then go on. Get the idea? Let's go to page 23, the second line. It's quarter notes. Rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get the idea? Left hand. Oh, we got a mess in the left hand. See, it's actually it's a C chord. So if you can do the C chord or the 1 chord, you got it. All at the same time, you're just lowering the whole hand down gently. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. Don't stiffen up and stay relaxed. Well, as relaxed as you can and still play the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Okay. For the most part, that's what the left hand is doing. So we put the hands together. Now, one hand at a time wasn't too bad. Now the fun starts here. The page 22, it's only one hand of the other playing. Look at the second line on page 22. First it's right hand. Then the left hand. Right hand. See, that's all we're doing. The fun starts on page 23 in the second line. You have quarter notes, but you got a quarter note, quarter rest. At the same time. Here, that's why. Here. Rest, rest. And then here, and here. Yeah. So you got to work that coordination out. I have a time with that sometimes and trying to get the hands to take it slow and careful. It gradually comes. You can speed it up slowly over time. Now once I have the hands working together, then I go back through it slowly and carefully and I work out the hesitation so it's a steady beat. After that, I think about the articulation. Well, now things are getting a little trickier. You're going to connect these in the second line on page 22. And lift up a little bit, so there's just a little bit of silence from here to here. Lift up, put a little silence between each of these curved lines. On page 23 in the second line, you're going to connect this. But you have rest here. And there's the tricky part, the challenging part. I don't know if you can do it or not. I'm asking you to try. You have to be able to do it eventually. It's just right now, I don't know. I don't know how much control you have. It's on page 23, the last measure of the second line, going into the first measure of the third line. It's here. I want to lift up in the right hand, like taking a breath. It's a new phrase. But the left hand, I want to connect it. Can you do that? Again, I use weight, and I simply move in which fingers I want the weight on. So it starts with the weight on the ring finger. And when I get ready to play the chord, I lift my wrist up a little bit. I'm lifting the weight up a little bit. I'm still holding the note down. And as I lower the weight, I simply switch in the fingers. So the weight pushes the notes down, not the fingers. The kicker is, can you get them down at the same time? I've been doing it forever, so it's a little easier for me now. But when you first start, you have to just do 2 notes. Do here. Can you do that? the thumb. That's what we want. While you're lifting up in the right hand. See, right after I play that, I lift up. Here, and then. That's what we're after. That's the challenge in this piece, if you can do it. If not, then either you have to connect the right hand, or you have to lift up in the left hand. But it would be better if you could lift up in the right hand and connect the left hand. Now, once I have the hands working together, I go back and I get rid of the hesitation. Oh no, I did articulation. Okay. Then I think about the dynamics. F at the beginning is forte, which is loud, whatever you think loud is. I'm just using more weight. Let the wrist collapse a little bit on each of these. Don't tense up. And I'm staying loud until page 23, second line here. This is soft. And these are very soft. Can you be very light here? The third line, now you're loud. In the right hand. The left hand can stay soft. The last line, it's both hands are loud now. Okay, there's no melody there. See, I want to hear the melody. So by bringing the melody out, everything else is background. So on the page 23, the second, third line, the right hand had the melody, so I'm playing the left hand in the background. Then the speed. Well, it has to be accurate. So how fast you're going to march is up to you, but generally it's about 120 on a metronome, but it doesn't have to go that fast. You decide on left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, left, right, left. You decide on the speed. Just make sure it's accurate. That's my parade marching down. Yours can go a little different speed, whatever you feel. Again, I try and feel the natural accents. 1, 2. Actually, there's an accent on beat 1, that's your strongest, and there's also another one on beat 3 if you want to feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Look at the second line on page 22 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm exaggerating so you can hear them better, but really you just want to feel these. Okay, left, right, left, right. It'll come across in the music if you'll feel it. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any louds and softs. I'm just going to play the notes. All we're doing is checking notes and rhythms. Hopefully you can hear, even when with 3 or 4 notes, you can tell if you're really playing if you have an extra note in there, it'll sound a little off. Check it, because then, yeah. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4. 2, 3, 4. Rest. Rest. 3, 4.